Welcome back, everyone. Today, I am going to show you how to add a waterfall chart from AnyChart to your project. Please like, comment, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much to Monolito, who joined the channel this last week. Your support really means a lot and helps keep these tutorials coming. All right, let's get started by creating a brand new project. I'll call this one Waterfall, and then click Create. Next, I'm going to set up a new connection. This is my local host, so I'll use the root user, and there's no password. Click Connect, and then select the Waterfall database. I've already created this database earlier. Inside the database, you'll see a table called Lead Status Backup. It currently has around 3,000 records. When I export this project, I'll probably include about 1,000 of them, so it's not too large. Now, let's create a custom view based on this table. I'll name it Waterfall Chart, since that's what we're going to build. This view will give us the data we need for the chart. You'll also notice another table here called Status Master. Let me quickly show you what the database looks like. The Lead Status Backup table contains all the leads, and every lead has a status. We're trying to visualize how each lead moves through different statuses, from one stage to the next. The Status Master table simply defines what those statuses are. Each status has a status order, which ensures everything is in the correct sequence. For example, the process starts with yes, a good lead to start with, then moves through quality check, quality fails, retention, retention succeeded, waiting to be assigned, and finally assigned. There are more statuses in the system, but for this demonstration, we'll keep it simple and use only these. Setting up the custom view. Back in the project, I'll open the Waterfall Chart view and update the SQL query completely. This query will return a count per status ordered properly according to the status sequence. Right now, I've hard-coded the year 2025 and the month. Later, in another tutorial, I'll show you how to make this dynamic, but for now, we'll keep it simple. This query joins the Lead Status Backup table with Status Master, which we looked at earlier. When we preview the results, you'll see the statuses listed in order: yes, quality, quality fails, QCM retentions, broker bench black, and so on. The broker bench black status indicates that the lead has reached its final stage, meaning it's already assigned to a broker. Next, let's go to the page designer for the Waterfall Charts list page. You'll see 3 default fields here. I'm going to add an additional field, an HTML text element. Inside that element, I'll add a div tag. This is where our chart will be rendered. I'll give it the ID Waterfall Container. I could have used just container, but that name might already exist somewhere else in the project, so I prefer using something unique. Click OK, and now you can see the div tag placed on the page. Adding the chart library. Next, go to the Styles page. Under the Templates section, open headers.html and click Edit Code. Here, we'll add the CDN links for AnyChart, since PHPRunner doesn't have a built-in waterfall chart type. We'll include anychart.core.js and anychart.waterfall.min.js. These come directly from the AnyChart documentation. I'll also tab these lines to align nicely with the rest of the HTML. If you ever want to use a different chart type, just check the AnyChart documentation to see which CDN files you'll need to include. Writing the events. Now let's move to the Events page. In the Before Display event of the List page, I'll replace all the default code with my own. This uses the same SQL query as before, but I'm now handling it in PHP. Here, I'm creating 2 arrays, labels and values. During the loop, both arrays are populated with data from the query. At the end, I append the word end to the labels array. This marks the end of the data set, a requirement for AnyChart's Waterfall Chart. Then I pass both arrays to JavaScript using proxy variables. JavaScript onload event. Next, in the JavaScript onload event, we'll use those proxy variables. Here's what's happening. We take the labels and values arrays from PHP, we calculate the differences between each value, then we build the final chart data array. We create the chart using AnyChart.waterfall and then set the data using our calculated values. The chart is rendered inside the waterfall container div we created earlier using chart.container waterfall container and finally drawn with chart.draw. Styling the chart container. Before we move on, let's give the container a bit of style. Go back to the Styles page, click Modify CSS, and add this. It sets the width 100% and the height 500 pixels. This ensures our chart fills the width of the page and has enough height to be visible. Adding helper functions. Now, let's head to Custom Functions.js. This is under the global events. I'll remove everything and add two new functions. Calculate waterfall differences. This converts the array of absolute numbers into incremental differences. For example, if your values are 500, 420, 310, it calculates start at 500, drop by -80 to 420, drop by -110 to 310. These differences are what the waterfall chart needs to render correctly. Create chart data. This takes the labels and values and formats them exactly how any chart expects. Remember, we added end to the labels earlier. That's required because AnyChart expects one extra label to mark the final total. Both of these functions will also be available in the Community Hub for members with full explanations and downloadable code. Testing the chart. All right, let's save the project, build it, and view it in the browser. The lead status backup table is our base data, and the waterfall chart page is what we've just built. And here we go. Here's our chart. You can see the sequence of statuses: yes, quality, quality fails, QCM retentions, and so on. The first bar shows the starting value, 589 leads for October. Then we drop by 26 on quality, another drop on quality fails, and 47 fewer on QCM retentions. Then retention sales picks things up by 4, DA appointment adds 457, and broker bench black adds another 33. Finally, the end label shows the total, 546 leads at this point in time.
Just so you know, this data changes daily since a cron job runs in the background to update it automatically.
And that's it. We've successfully built a waterfall chart in PHPRunner using AnyChart. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're a member, don't forget, you can log in with your Google ID to access the full project, the sample database, and all the code snippets used in this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.